Okay, so I'm here at an '09 GMC Sierra. This port doesn't work whatsoever, and this one does. You can see the blue light on there, however it's missing a cover. See, no blue light. Now that could be an issue with the connector, it could be that it doesn't have power, it could be a fuse, but these are very common failure points. So I went out, I got me a tool. Yes, this is a Dorman. It's all that I could find available at my convenience. And I got 2 of these to put on for some nice covers. So what you're going to do first is you're going to go ahead and find this hole. You got to have this tool. Find this hole. Put in both of them and then pull out. Wiggle and pull. And it should come out. Okay, so for mine, I twisted and pulled. Unfortunately, I marred up the plastic a little bit, but I'm not too concerned. It looks like it's in good shape, so I'm just going to replace the cover on this one, and that one I'll actually replace the port. So for this guy, you just take a pick or a screwdriver, get in there, pop it down, and then pop it off. And now we're going to replace the cover. Okay, so let me show you a little something on how this tool is supposed to work. It's supposed to look something like that, right? Or it's supposed to go in and do that. Well, these little plastic tabs on the side correlate with those holes right there. And that's why I was having such a hard time getting the thing out. Is it's supposed to disengage and it's supposed to leave behind the chrome bezel, the plastic bezel, and it's supposed to pull out your cigarette lighter. However, it didn't do that because it's a cheap tool. And so what I did is I went on ahead and I popped it out, of course, but then I took a screwdriver and I just broke these tabs. Because this chrome cover is junk anyways, I'm going to be replacing it with a new one. So that's why I'm here. But it just sucks that the tool's just so cheap. Anyways, so what I'm trying to say is, when you put it in, try to wiggle it, push it like full one way and then full the other way and wiggle it back and forth and try to get it out. Otherwise, you might end up breaking your dash trying to get the thing out. And the tool won't come out until you get that bezel off. So, yeah. So then just to show you guys, there's these 3 little, I'll try to put arrows on them in post. But there's one there, and one here. These little notches. They correlate with the 3 notches right there. So your 2 go on the left, 1 on the right, and then it pushes in. Hard to do one-handed, but it pushes in something like that. And then your chrome bezel just slides right on, supposedly. And it's supposed to go all the way up to the hilt, so we'll find out. So I need both hands, but I just gave it a little extra push. Shoves right on. That's gonna look pretty. Alrighty, let's get it back installed. Okay, so I got it clipped on. Just gonna pop this back in. There we go, let's test it out, make sure that we got power still. I don't know if you can see, but there's blue light. So we got power. Ooh, that looks nice. Alright, next one. Okay, so I got the tool in. Trying it to wiggle it up and down to help that disengage and leave behind that chrome piece. Not exactly working, but we'll get there. Okay, so I went on ahead and I got that tool in there. It does work if you wiggle it back and forth. You just push up and down, and you have to pull. I ended up even putting a screwdriver in that hole and threw some leverage to pull out. I'll use my fingers to push back on this bezel. And that hole looks a lot cleaner than the last one, so let's go on ahead and get this disconnected and find out what's going on. Okay, so with this thing, it was a pain in the butt to get on. This is the Dorman part with the Dorman bezel. pain in the butt to get the thing on. And you can see I didn't even get it all the way flush. I'm just going to try to push it in and get it the rest of the way flush. It was a pain in the butt. It kind of bent one of those little prongs. Got stuck putting it on, so I had to bend it back. But I'm just going to go on ahead, put it on in here, and put it back together and see what happens. But before I put it all back together, I'm going to make sure it works. Okay, and this right here is why you don't fire off the parts cannon. It doesn't work. I'm missing power somewhere in here. So somewhere in this dash, probably when they put in this radio, they cut the power for this to supply something extra for the radio, I'd imagine. So, no power there, but I mean, at least it looks nice. So, I'm going to try to figure out that wiring issue another day though. Anyways, thanks guys. If you can think of anything else that you want to see done on a 09 Sierra, any of the 07 to 14 body style Chevy or GMCs, let me know and I'll see what I can do to make a video. But yeah, totally. Thanks guys.